Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Cardinals ready to kick it away first. He'll return it. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Running inside, it's Shepard. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Right side, it's Gibson. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off Gibson, working left. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Payne. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hits inside, it's Pringle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's got enough. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of games. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in a bunch formation. Rid of it on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's a give to Gibson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking for room, it's Payne. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Maybe a double pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Touchdown, Cardinals! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Sells to fake. Rolls right. The throw. Out wide right, it's Washington. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Gibson. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Shepard. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes.
He's going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Enough to move the chains. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Here we go. Mustang.
Motion from the back. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Right side, it's Gibson. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. And he's in. Touchdown, Louisville.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas, situationally in the game, coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Pass to 6. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Ole Miss with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Sends it back in motion. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Switch it. Ready.
Gibson again. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Again, it's Jarrett Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Just smothered on the play. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets enough. Could be. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
And you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still 2nd and goal. Selling the fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Laterals it back. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Got the 1st down. At midfield, he's got room. Open field on the right. He's at the touchdown Cardinals. And the beatdown has ensued. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking down the middle. Left side is Shepard. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. He's looking to throw. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
There he goes. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Magic.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They've got him corralled.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Gibson one more time. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you got 3rd and California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do two things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. He's looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. So, guys, we'll get another one.